This is an introduction to the new PathwayConnect curriculum for Pathway Missionaries. President Gilbert said when he was inaugurated in 2017 as the president of BYU Pathway Worldwide, "To the board, know of our commitment to stay within the boundaries of an educational offering that must work wherever the church is organized. The changes to the PathwayConnect curriculum were created in direct response to this charge." The three PathwayConnect courses together form the PathwayConnect program. The program outcomes are helping students get the gospel down into their hearts, helping them become capable learners, and preparing them to lead and support families. These three program outcomes are the same as the outcomes for BYU Pathway Worldwide. These three outcomes are the foundation upon which the PathwayConnect program skills are built. Here, learners practice these skills to focus their work towards the outcomes. The 7 skills include follow Christ, lead with integrity, manage my career, collaborate, solve problems, use quantitative reasoning, and communicate effectively. These 7 skills are woven throughout the 3 PathwayConnect courses, or the PathwayConnect program. This list was put together in collaboration with industry leaders and students as they gave us their feedback throughout the years. Why change? Here's the current curriculum and the new curriculum. In the current curriculum, its job was to prepare students for the rigors of college and prepare them for English and Math Foundations courses to come. However, there was a sporadic focus on program outcomes, and it was difficult for students to transition from the current curriculum into being an online student of BYU Idaho, as illustrated here with the matriculation line. In the new curriculum, we still prepare for the rigors of college, but now we prepare students for success in certificates. And as you'll see later in this presentation, certificates are what come next for students as opposed to their English or Math or other foundations courses. The new curriculum also features a better focus on the outcomes of the PathwayConnect program. And as you can see here, it has a better transition to matriculated life. The beginning portion or first course of their introductory certificate actually begins during the 3rd semester of the PathwayConnect program. This forms a great transition between PathwayConnect and students as online students of BYU Idaho. This better transition leads students to get a certificate faster. The 3 PathwayConnect courses are PC 101 Life Skills, PC 102 Professional Skills, and PC 103 University Skills. The main focus of PC 101 Life Skills is discern my pathway in life and strengthen my ability to pursue it. We know students are coming from a wide variety of backgrounds, and it's important for them to be able to understand where they have been, where they are now, and where they could go in their education stewardship. The major focus of PC 102 Professional Skills is use personal strengths to add value to home, church, and community. Once students start figuring things out in PC 101, the focus then moves outward here in PC 102, where they begin to apply what they're learning in their course to add value to home, church, and community. Every student in PC 102 has one of these contexts or more in which they can add value today. PC 103 University Skills, its focus, discover and strengthen the skills I need for success as an online student. PC 101 and 102 are 3-credit courses. PC 103 is a 1-credit course. The reason why it's a 1-credit course is because it needs to be 1 credit while the students take a 3-credit, 2 or 3-credit certificate course. We made it 1 credit so as not to overwhelm students in this 3rd semester. In preparation for semester 3, students will select a certificate in semester 2. This is any number of 12 courses that students could choose from. So students within the University Skills 3rd semester gathering may be in one of 12 different certificate courses. The gathering and university skills will help students to talk about their various introductory certificate courses and find support from one another. Let's take a closer look at PC 101 Life Skills. As you see on the right-hand side, there are 6 units throughout this 14-week course. And you can also see the topics of each week. To the left are the major writing and math outcomes. We include these here because, as you may have noticed, there is no longer a math or writing course in the current curriculum. Rather, math and writing are woven throughout the new courses. In writing, students focus on the reflective paragraph and then write a reflective essay, an informative essay, and a persuasive essay. These writing assignments are woven throughout the various topics on the right. In math, as you see, students review arithmetic using integers, some basic Excel, fractions, using percentages, and solving for a variable, some very basic algebra. Students also work on the math throughout the semester, and various touch points help students understand why they're learning the math. Here's PC 102 Professional Skills. Here you can see there are 6 units, with the first unit being repeated as bookends here in the 14-week semester, and you can see the topics of each of the 14 weeks. This course is all about learning professional skills, as you see, like career management, teamwork and collaboration, executing and problem solving, and others. The writing pieces of PC 102 include writing a resume, a LinkedIn profile, cover letter, and business report. This is very practical writing that again is woven throughout the course. The math includes creating and working with graphs, slopes, and lines, some basic geometry, unit conversions, rules of exponents, and basic Excel functions. In PC 102, the math is woven even more intricately throughout the course. By the end of this course, students really do understand why they are learning these math concepts. PC 103 University Skills, this 1-credit course, is listed here. Here we have 4 units, and you can see the weekly topics. Again, this course is helping students find successful strategies to be a good online student. One thing I haven't mentioned so far, what about the L students, or the students taking an L version of the course? There is a PC 101L, a PC 102L, and a PC 103L. In PC 102L or PC 101L, students do the exact same coursework. In addition to the exact same coursework, L students also do some listening and speaking practice, a little bit of vocabulary reinforcement, and they also get some extra support around the writing. It's important to note that the goal of PC 101L is to help the L students gain success with the same academic objectives as the standard students. For this reason, they are given the same curriculum. However, they are benefited by having extra L support, as I mentioned. They also have a slightly smaller class size and a higher qualified instructor who knows how to reach out and teach English language learners. One of the reasons why PathwayConnect was built the way it was is because of the BYU Pathway degree structure, the new structure. Let's look at how this works. Once students matriculate and begin taking courses offered by BYU Idaho, they begin with the introductory certificate. This is the certificate that they start during their 3rd semester of PathwayConnect. It's about 12 to 15 credits when they're done. Then they work on their intermediate certificate, some general education requirements, some electives, many of which can come from the PathwayConnect experience, and altogether, those 60 credits equal an associate degree. This takes about 2 to 3 or 4 years for students to get to the associate level, if they go at about 6 credits per semester. After the associate degree, they work on their advanced certificate. The reason for breaking their degree into these 3 certificates and more is because certificates allow students to get to various plateaus of achievement. These credentials that they receive are highly marketable to their employers and other places that help them feel like they're making progress in their journey towards a degree. Add some general education requirements, some additional electives, and at 120 credits, you have a bachelor's degree. This bachelor's degree can take up to 7 to 10 years to complete if a student moves at about 6 credits per semester. Obviously, if students take more than 6 credits per semester, they can move faster. We encourage students to move as fast as they can to get to these various levels. During the 3 PathwayConnect semesters, the curriculum gives students tools and opportunities to explore the various certificates, understand their pace, what they can do, and make goals to help students get to where they would like to go as fast as they can. Finally, let's talk about the gathering changes for the new curriculum. These are things that will directly impact missionaries. The first thing to note is that in addition to lead students, all students have an education stewardship to make every gathering a success. And this isn't anything new or a change, it's just a continued emphasis that we all know and believe in. However, to that end, a new gathering guide has been prepared. It replaces the lead student guide. The gathering guide is available to students in their courses. It's also available to missionaries in various places on the web and in training. We'll look at the gathering guide in just a moment. The lead student lesson plan title has been changed to Gathering Agenda. The reason for this change is to move emphasis away from lead student being the only responsible party for success of the gathering to every student being responsible for success at the gathering. We also removed the word lesson from this title, again to emphasize that it is not about somebody standing in front and talking. It's about everybody coming together with a common agenda to bring about a great experience for all. Everybody, again, is responsible for the success of the gathering. In the current courses, L students have what they call a peer discussion appointment. That will continue in PC 101L, 102L, and 103L, and I will explain how that works in a moment. There's also a new general observation and feedback sheet that applies to all courses. And finally, the PathwayConnect agenda document has been renamed PathwayConnect Gathering Procedures, and there are some new pieces of information in there. The current location of the new materials for the new curriculum is right here. When the page opens, navigate to the bottom of the table of contents and click New Curriculum. The materials in this section are intended for missionaries who have students in the following courses listed below. Note that there is only one version of gathering agendas for the standard and L course. And the same version applies whether students meet virtually or in person. This document, and I'll click it here, gives you a line-by-line summary of the PathwayConnect curriculum. Simply find the course that you're helping with, like PC 101 Life Skills. Find the week, like let's say week 4 right here, and we click. It takes us to week 4. You can see what students will be reading and doing before the gathering and after the gathering of week 4. This can be a very helpful document for you to help you understand what the student experience is and what they are learning so that you can relate to the students. Some other helpful gathering documents are the gathering guide that I alluded to earlier in this training. This is the L Student Weekly Peer Discussion Appointment. If you have any L students in your gathering group, it's important for you to review this document here to understand how to help students find and keep a peer so that they can complete the peer discussion appointment every week. The peer is with another L student or a willing standard student, and you can read this for more information. Here is some updated lead student training for missionaries. Here is a quick start guide for iLearn or Canvas. Now this can be a very helpful resource for you as you're helping students understand how to use iLearn or Canvas, especially if they've never used it before. It helps them understand how to log in and how to get around. It's one page. It can be printed in black and white and handed out to students before they begin their first week of studies. This is important because sometimes students just don't realize that this is an online course that has online work for them to complete. It's important for them to know where the online work is located, how to navigate through the system, and to understand what the system is expecting of them. Here is an updated observation feedback sheet for the new curriculum. Here is the document called PathwayConnect Gathering Procedures. This document used to be called the PathwayConnect Gathering Agenda. I'll click on that and blow it up a little. This is mostly the same that it was before, only it's been updated a little bit to account for the new naming conventions and a few other tweaks here and there. Next, we have lead student sign-up sheets for PC 101 or 101L, 102 or 102L, 103 or 103L. If you have a virtual gathering, these lead student sign-up sheets are fillable, meaning you can add text in the PDF document, and if you save this to your local computer, it will save the text. So this can be a handy way for you to have students sign up if you would like. Finally, below we have the gathering agendas for PC 101, 102, and 103. Note that at the time of this video, 102 and 103 are still in pilot mode. Therefore, these course agendas are subject to change up to a few weeks before the time they will be used. But not to worry, every time you click on the link, it pulls the very latest version of the gathering agendas. Before we leave this page, it's important for us to look at the new Gathering Guide. The new Gathering Guide is focused on the student as an active learner. You'll notice here that Part 1 is aimed at every student. Be an active learner. It gives some tips on how to be an active learner at the gathering. Be prepared, make connections, and communicate. Part 2 is aimed at lead students, how to be an effective lead student. And it lists 3 steps to be an effective lead student. Follow the gathering agenda. Each gathering agenda has been carefully prepared to support the course, so lead students should follow it closely. This includes doing the activities as specified, doing them in the order given, and staying within the activity duration times. These procedures ensure a consistent gathering experience from week to week. It also allows the lead student to focus on helping his or her peers actively participate as active learners. The second step to being a successful lead student, ask follow-up questions, and third, involve everyone. Reviewing these 3 steps to being an effective lead student with incoming lead students will be a very effective way to get them prepared for their turn to be the lead student. Part 3 lists some basic gathering procedures. There are missionary responsibilities and lead student training listed here. Finally, Part 4 lists best practices for virtual gatherings. If you facilitate a virtual gathering, it's important for you and the students to read and understand these basic steps to have a great virtual gathering. Take time to review these today. On behalf of the PathwayConnect curriculum team, we thank you for your dedicated and consecrated service to our students all over the world. We are truly indebted to you, and we could not do it without you. Thank you so much for your service and love for Heavenly Father's children.